Hi, my name is Ginger, and I run Exclusive ARC, the Elite Reviewers Club. And just recently, I decided to start doing some videos speaking directly to authors. One of the great things about running Exclusive ARC is I get to work with a ton of fantastic authors at all levels. There are some just starting out, and there are some that have been in the game for years and are total pros. And I myself have been writing and publishing for nearly 4 years now, and I'm reasonably successful. I would say I'm right there in the middle. But I've definitely learned an awful lot about what it is to be successful in publishing. And one thing I wanted to talk about for my first video log is about Facebook, and specifically how you represent yourself as an author on Facebook. This is an argument I've had a lot with people in my writing group and other people, and it's something I feel very, very strongly about. So, as an author, you have some kind of profile or page on Facebook. If you don't, you are missing a trick, because Facebook really is one of the keys to success as a self-published author. There are two different options you can take, and in my mind they are the right way and the wrong way. You could have an author account. Now, an account is basically just like your Facebook account. I have a Facebook account for myself, and I log in every day, and I have my wife registered there, I have my family registered there, I have all my friends linked, I post photos of my kids, and it's my real authentic account. And a lot of authors, when they're starting out, create accounts for their pen name. And that's one way of doing things. The other way of doing things is to create a page. A page is more like a business. I'm sure you follow a lot of pages, whether it's like a big corporate page like Coca-Cola, or it's a small page like your local karate school or something like that. And what a lot of authors do is create a page, and that way it's more of a brand than a personal thing. So the choice between the account and having a page is one that authors have to make very early on. So my 2 cents is that if you are an author, and whether you write under your own name or a pen name, you should have a page. You should not have an account. And a lot of authors disagree with me on this, but outside of doing Exclusive ARC and outside of my writing thing, I'm a very well respected social media professional. And I'm not saying that to boast, I'm just saying that to indicate that I'm not pulling this completely out of my derriere. The reason you shouldn't have an account as an author is because there is a difference between an account, which is your personal account, and your page, which is your brand, your professional brand. As an author, you should have a brand. You shouldn't have your personal account. Just look at really successful authors like, say, Stephanie Meyer or Stephen King, or even in the self-publishing world like Mark Dawson or Nikki Page or something like that. They have pages, because that way they have thousands of fans who can interact with them, they can post things, and get everything you need to out of your Facebook experience in interacting with your fans. But also, especially if you're somebody like Mark Dawson who writes under their own name, you have a separate account that is your account. And you don't want to add thousands of strangers who are fans of your books to your personal account, because there's always something to be said for keeping your professional life and your personal life separate. And I think that's very, very true in the world of Facebook. There are other reasons as well. One of the most important is that Facebook has a very strict policy about businesses have pages and people have accounts. And in fact, it's against the Facebook terms of service to have an account under a name that's not your own. Basically, if you have a pen name and you create an account for them, you're creating an account for somebody who doesn't exist, and that's against the Facebook terms of service. And they can cut that account instantly, overnight. And if you're a writer and you've been writing for a few years and you've got thousands of fans following your account, and your account goes away, then, well, you're screwed. The other thing is that accounts have certain limits. You can only have, I think, 5,000 friends on your account. So if you have your account under your pen name, then after a while you'll get to 5,000 followers or 5,000 friends, and your account won't be able to accept anymore. And what do you do then? And the fact is that if you're a top tier author like Mark Dawson or Nikki Page or someone like that, you have tens of thousands of fans on your Facebook page, and you want to have that. That's a level you want to go to. So you don't want to start off at a Facebook account status where immediately you run the risk of Facebook just closing your account down, and you also don't want to hit that level. And if you're a successful author, or even if you're not a successful author yet, if you stick very hard at the basic tenets of success in writing and you have some kind of modicum of talent, you will hit that level. I guarantee it. So you don't want to start off on the wrong foot. Creating a page has other advantages over an account. For a start, I have a page for my pen names, and I also have, my wife is one of the admins there, some friends who are admins who post content for me, and you can add as many people as you want and give them different tiers of access, and that enables you to sort of farm out some of the roles and responsibilities for pushing your brand account. So I actually have a friend of mine who posts content for my pen name because I'm too busy writing, and that's great. So they get to do that, I get to do this. The other thing is, if for some reason my account ever gets closed down, then my wife still has access to my pen name pages, my friends still have access to my pen name pages, so we can continue doing business as normal. And the third and final reason for having a page rather than an account is you need to have a page if you're ever going to do any Facebook advertising. And I know for writers first starting out, the whole idea of doing Facebook advertising seems crazy, but when you get to the next tier, and the really successful tiers, Facebook advertising is going to be a must. I mean, I've found investing money in Facebook advertising to get a subscriber list filled out and to promote a book when it launches is hugely valuable. It's a fantastic investment, and you can't do that with an account. So my very, very strong recommendation is, if you are going to have a presence on Facebook, you have a page, not an account. Now, it might be you already have an account, and if that's the case, then create a page and make sure that your pen name account has access to it and your real account on Facebook has access to it. And then just start building up your page rather than your account. Remember, your account is for a person, your page is for a business. And as a writer, your pen name is a business. You're a brand. And you've got to think like that. That's how a writer thinks. So Stephen King is a person who lives in Maine and has a wife and kids and goes to the store and stuff like that. But Stephen King is also a writing brand. And he doesn't want the crazy fans who love his horror books to be following him and seeing pictures of his wife and kids and stuff like that. So he creates a Facebook page. Same with Stephanie Myers, same with every successful author. So it's not really my advice. It's not really a suggestion. That's my instruction. If you are an author, have a page, not an account, and that is a really good footing for what you do on Facebook. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Take it what you will. If you have any suggestions or comments or complaints or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment below and disagree with me. I'm sure we'll chat to it. I'm going to create some more videos as we go on with some more tips and advice that I create. And remember that if you are an author of romance or women's fiction and you need to get some reviews for your books, consider reaching out to me at editor@exclusivearc.com. We have 3,000 subscribers who are very eager to read the latest women's fiction and romance books, and they leave reviews on Amazon. They're genuine reviews. They're within Amazon's terms of service, so it's a great way to get some traction for your book starting out. Thanks very much. Speak to you soon.